One morning, the entire United Kingdom wakes up to silence. Television channels suddenly switch to somber music. News anchors wear black suits. Across the country, flags begin lowering. The definitive physical confirmation appears outside the palace gates, a single wooden-framed notice bearing just a few carefully written words. The monarch has died. The public reaction is immediate. Thousands flock to the gates, standing in quiet shock as mountains of flowers and tributes begin to accumulate. In most political systems, the death of a leader creates a transition gap, the hours or days it takes for a successor to be formally identified and sworn in. For a modern state, that window of vacancy represents a period of legal and administrative uncertainty. Britain avoids this gap entirely. Long before the public sheds a tear, a secret military-grade blueprint has already been activated to control every second of the transition. It is a highly classified protocol known as Operation Menai Bridge. The timeline begins at minute 0. The moment the monarch passes away, the world is kept in the dark. The first people to know are the Prime Minister and senior government leaders, quietly mobilized via a coded message over a secure phone line. This rapid, invisible mobilization is driven by a single, ancient rule of the British state. The crown never waits. There is no vote, there is no swearing-in delay. The exact second the previous sovereign dies, the heir automatically assumes the role of monarch. The formal declaration follows within days. Hidden from public view, the Accession Council gathers senior officials to participate in historical pageantry, officially proclaiming the new monarch to the nation. But while the nation processes the loss, a massive operation quietly unfolds behind the scenes. Once the immediate government continuity is secured, the gears of the operation shift. From day 3 to day 9, the rigid political timeline slows down to accommodate a massive release of public grief. The coffin is transported to London, requiring strict military choreography to move it through the densely packed streets of the capital. This initiates the lying in state. For the first time since the announcement, the public is granted direct access to the heavily guarded coffin resting deep inside Westminster Hall. The physical toll on the mourners is profound. Millions travel across the country, waiting in exhausted queues that stretch overnight along the riverbank, all for a few fleeting seconds to say goodbye. This extended period of physical exhaustion and public catharsis serves a dual purpose. It balances overwhelming human emotion with a highly visible display of the state's enduring authority. Everything culminates on day 10. The funeral is not just a ceremony, but a meticulously timed logistical operation where the movements of thousands of participants are synchronized to the minute. A staggering convergence of global power occupies a single room. World leaders, foreign royalty, and highest-ranking military units surround the coffin in a strictly managed display of international order. This marks the final leg of the operation, the journey of the coffin to its final resting place in Windsor. Why go through this? Why execute a 10-day, intensely choreographed operation instead of a standard, modern political transition? The strict timeline, the ancient pageantry, and the total lack of a democratic vote all project an unshakable psychological message to the world. It proves the office itself is constant. Individual kings and queens are entirely mortal. They age and they pass away. Operation Menai Bridge is the mechanism